Let me ask you a question. Are you addicted to your smartphone? You shouldn't feel so bad if your answer is yes. It seems to be just the way the world goes these days. A good chunk of our lives are behind screens, the way we work, talk, keep track, love, loathe, and laud. Let me ask you a second question, though. If you could, would you change this?
Do you have a couple of minutes to discuss your phone use?
I'm Ren Opperman, a founding member of the Harvard College Neo-Luddite Society. I started this organization a few semesters back when I realized I couldn't do a pull-up anymore. It all goes back to the phone. I figured I would come to Harvard and find people that wanted to change the world. Instead, all I found was a bunch of people who couldn't sit in their own thoughts for more than 15 seconds. To me, a lot of these bigger problems come back to this addiction. Usually addiction really comes with a kind of implication that your habits are unhealthy for you. They're not making you happy anymore. They're not fulfilling. And so it's just confusing to me. I just think people need to think for another second. That's all. Lots of animals take time to rest because it helps us restore our bodies. I think you would all feel refreshed if you took a little time to snooze. Humans have a hard time with this. They're always running around and busy doing something. I think they would be a lot happier if they took a break and had a dip in the onsen with us. It's true that being a Neo-Luddite has ostracized me a bit. People think I'm some sort of religious fanatic. Maybe it is sort of religious. I do feel kind of reverence for humanity, being in space with other humans, talking, laughing. So I'm really excited to welcome a second member to the organization. The initiation goes as follows. The best decision I ever made was to throw my phone in this here river. We first rid ourselves of the maladaptive technology.
Here's my smartphone.
As you remove the extremity,
I have no remorse.
consider how many times it's been that you wanted to smash your phone or throw it into a body of water. It really only brings us pain at the end of the day. Confusion, sadness, anxiety. Make your way to the river and consider all the possibilities of your life that you'll get back.
There's something probably cool happening over there.
There's something cool happening there. Look, she stopped running, then she started again. I wonder why she stopped. Once, I saw a bus, an MBTA bus, that said, bus not in service, for training only. And inside the bus was a bunch of other MBTA drivers, all in their uniform. It was a whole bus full of them. And it was one of the coolest sights I ever did see. And now, for the ceremony. The final step. Go where you belong. As the phone sinks, you will be reborn. It is done. Congratulations. And with that, our organization has 2 members.
Okay, so a couple of months ago, the laundry service switched to an app, which connects by Bluetooth to the machines. Now that I don't use a smartphone, I've resorted to washing my underwear in my sink.
This semester, we tried going out into Cambridge to try to convince people to join our movement. A lot of people won't talk to you, and a few times we even got mistaken for Jehovah's Witnesses. But when you get people talking, you'd be surprised at how receptive they are. Most are really wishing they weren't so addicted to their screens. But some tell us it's just a lost cause. Even if it is, we'll keep trying. Because what scares me most of all is the way that screens sort of mess up the most human parts of us. Like our ability to think through things and connect with strangers or each other and, I don't know, remember stuff. 12 years on Earth. Imagine the younger you on the cusp of teenagehood. It has been 12 years, and what have you accomplished? Those days you learned something new every day. Life held nothing but intrigue as it unfolded its inner workings to you. You grew in inches and in skill. There were 12 years of knowing, of being with, of remembering birthdays and forgetting regrets. For some, 12 years is a lifetime. Constructed in compositions of sleep, talk, stepping, laughter, looking around and thinking backwards. Any interval of 12 years on Earth will do that to you. Like it or not, you're there. The average member of Gen Z will spend 12 years of life on a phone. 5 hours a day for the rest of a longish life multiplies up to 109,500 hours. That's 12 years of time, attention, care, boiled down to a black box of memory, showing only in obscurity. The constant stimulation provided by excessive screen use has rewired your brain. You take the task of focus and attention to be an unachievable status. You move through the world with eyes glued and ears plugged. You see the stranger as shut off. You resolve to log on. The real world has ceased to be stimulating. The world as you know it is mediated through tangles of algorithmic programming and flashes of ordered numbers. Your faith is in what is on hand. 12 years and you've forgotten to think. The brain must have time for quiet. The brain must try relying on itself. The brain must be in constant dialogue with its living reality. And the brain must understand the severity of 12 years lost to artificial brightness. Life moves fast when you're not looking. We urge you to look once again.